a shining example of everything that Diddy wanted to be. And he was that naturally. He was charismatic, he was sought after, desired, he was very well liked and a naturally likable person. He was charming, he actually had intrinsic talent, he was a star. He was what Diddy tried to force his way into becoming. Diddy, through force, through manipulation, through fear-mongering, tried to become loved and adored and liked, but all he could manage is like a twisted clone of that he was able to garner through fear. But back to my original point, he thought he triumphed over Tupac by when actually what he did was make Tupac immortal. And by Diddy continuing to live and earn more wealth and, in his mind, earn more adoration, he thought he triumphed. He thought he won over.
And the conspiracy alarm all at the same time, because viral claims about a Diddy arrest tied to the Tupac case started flooding timelines like a digital jailbreak. Feeds went wild. Headlines went nuclear. And right on cue, 50 Cent stepped into the chaos like a professional fire starter with a verified badge. One rumor. Wave. One legendary unsolved case. One long-running rap rivalry. That's not a story. That's gasoline, matches, and a windy day. Suddenly, everybody online became a legal expert, a hip-hop historian, and a conspiracy documentarian with dramatic background music. You'd think sealed files just got dropped from a helicopter into the algorithm's lap. This escalation was so fast it made celebrity divorces look like polite scheduling updates. What's rumored and what's pure internet fan fiction are getting blended into one giant smoothie of chaos. The moment the Diddy arrest claims tied to the Tupac case started racing across the timeline, the internet didn't just react, it threw on a trench coat, grabbed a magnifying glass, and declared itself a 24-hour investigation unit with zero training and unlimited confidence. One cluster of viral posts, a few dramatic captions, and suddenly social media was acting like sealed federal documents had been leaked inside a group chat called Trust Me Bro. Let's slow the chaos train for half a second. What actually detonated first was not an official arrest bulletin, not a verified court filing, not a law enforcement press conference. It was rumor velocity. Posts stacking on posts. Screenshots. Quoting screenshots. Commentary channels quoting other commentary channels like an echo chamber with ring lights. That's how modern scandal storms are born, not from paperwork, but from presentation. The wording alone did half the damage. That combination hits the algorithm like espresso mixed with jet fuel. People didn't verify, they amplified, shares multiplied, context evaporated. Nuance packed a suitcase. If true, this changes everything. If true, the two most ignored words on the internet. Thumbnails looked like meteor strike warnings. Sirens in the background. Shock faces in 4K. You'd think the justice system started. Live streaming raids. The audience split instantly into emotional factions. One camp yelling, "I knew something was coming." Another yelling, "This is fake news with better lighting." A third asking for actual documents, and getting treated like they asked for algebra homework. Calm questions don't trend. Loud certainty does. Then the Tupac factor kicked the door open, and that's when the temperature doubled. Because the moment Tupac's name appears in any headline, the internet stops walking and starts conspiracy sprinting. This case already lives in legend territory, decades of theories, documentaries, interviews, and rumor webs. Add a new arrest claim to that ecosystem and the speculation. Machine starts printing theories like a broken ATM. Old interviews got resurrected like flashback episodes, old quotes clipped. People started connecting dots that weren't even on the same calendar. Thread creators built timeline charts longer than airport runways. Arrows, circles, highlighted, captions. It looked like a detective corkboard sponsored by caffeine. And then enter 50 Cent. Now understand this clearly. When 50 Cent comments on anything involving Diddy, the internet doesn't treat it like a reaction. It treats it like halftime entertainment at the Super Bowl of pettiness. This man has a platinum record in trolling. He doesn't stir the pot. He installs a motor in it. His posts and reactions, whether sarcastic, indirect, or straight-up needle delivery, started getting screenshotted and spread like limited edition. Sneakers, meme pages rang the bell. 50 enters the chat. Because when he shows up, people expect fireworks and friendly neighborhood chaos. Supporters laughed and said he's doing what he always does, clowning the moment, poking rivals, feeding the sarcasm economy. Critics said he was pouring gasoline on rumor flames with a leaf blower. Neutral viewers said, "Here comes the trolling season again." Like meteorologists of mess. Reaction channels pivoted instantly. Now it wasn't just about the arrest claims. It was about 50's response to the arrest claims. We officially entered meta drama, reaction to reaction to reaction. That's not coverage, that's recursion. Meanwhile, repost accounts kept upgrading the language like software updates from Chaos headquarters. Arrest rumor quietly became arrest reports. Unverified disappeared like it violated community guidelines. That's viral mutation. Every share increases confidence and decreases caution. Self-appointed hip-hop historians appeared. Overnight, suddenly creators were delivering documentary-style narrations about 90s rap history. Like they personally installed the studio equipment, deep dives with suspense music. What they don't want you to remember. Sir, nobody stopped. You just discovered it yesterday. The meme economy exploded alongside the outrage economy. Fake breaking news graphics, courtroom parody sketches, edited headlines with dramatic sound effects. The internet processes uncertainty through humor like a pressure valve, except sometimes the valve shoots confetti and misinformation at the same time. At the same time, a quieter but sharper counter voice started pushing back, reminding people that repeating arrest claims tied to a real murder case without confirmation is not harmless entertainment. It's reputational dynamite. Their posts were calmer, more careful, and of course got a fraction of the engagement. Accuracy walks. Drama drag races. What makes this moment extra combustible is the long-running friction between 50 Cent and Diddy. Years of interviews, jokes, shots, side comments, and rivalry energy mean that any reaction from 50 gets interpreted as loaded, even if it's just sarcasm with seasoning. History turns every emoji into a thesis. Now the story isn't just rumor anymore. It's rumor plus rivalry plus legacy case plus troll commentary. That's not a headline. That's an algorithm buffet. And this is exactly where the situation escalates. Because now more celebrity voices start circling. Bigger platforms amplify the noise, and the frenzy machine shifts into a louder gear. And just when the rumor storm looked like it couldn't get any louder, the second wave crashed in wearing surround sound and flashing lights. Because this is the stage where a viral claim stops being a topic and becomes a full-blown content economy. Not discussion, production, not coverage, competition. Everybody wants the most explosive angle, the sharpest spin, the loudest thumbnail text the human eye can legally process. Bigger hip-hop commentary platforms jumped into the ring. Suddenly, every video has cinematic tension music, dramatic pauses, and phrases like walls closing in and major development incoming, all built on the same rumor sandwich with extra seasoning and zero new ingredients. If suspense music could file taxes, it would claim this story as a dependent. Different versions of the same arrest claims started circulating with different details, each more intense than the last. One post says industry sources. Another says legal insiders. A third says quietly confirmed. Quietly confirmed by who? A guy named Bro in the comments section. The sourcing got thinner while the confidence got louder.
Classic.
Internet inflation, value down, volume up. Then more celebrity-adjacent voices started chiming in, some direct, some sideways, some in pure emoji hieroglyphics. Time reveals everything. No names mentioned, but the Internet Detective Squad immediately rolled out the corkboards and read string. Entire threads decoded one sentence like it was a classified memo. Social media can turn a horoscope into a federal theory if the timing is spicy enough. Meanwhile, 50 Cent kept doing what he does best, posting with that signature mix of humor, shade, and verbal side-eyes. Whether he was mocking the rumor itself, trolling Diddy, or roasting the entire frenzy didn't even matter anymore, because every post became a viral artifact within minutes. Meme pages treated Every caption like a championship alley dashoop dot supporter said he was just being consistent, equal opportunity instigator, sarcasm distributor, chaos comedian. Critics said he was adding oxygen to a rumor fire tied to a deadly serious case. Neutral observers said, this man could troll a weather report. All interpretations lived comfortably at the same time. Livestream panels, multiplied like sequels nobody asked for but everybody watched. 6 faces on screen, 8 opinions, 0 breaks. Everybody interrupting, nobody concluding. It sounded like a courtroom where caffeine was the judge and speculation was legal tender. Chat windows scrolled so fast they looked like stock tickers. For Outrage Futures. Then we entered the receipt season, the most magical chapter of internet controversy. Unnamed contacts. Information that unfortunately lives off camera. Ah yes, the legendary invisible evidence collection. Always dramatic. Never verifiable. Diddy and 50 Cent resurfaced like retro episodes during ratings week. Quotes clipped, tone reframed. Jokes. A 15-year-old comment suddenly labeled new relevance. That's digital archaeology with a storyline already written. You don't discover context. You assign it afterward. Pop culture comparisons started flying like confetti from a drama cannon. Some said the timeline looked like a crime documentary written by Twitter threads and directed by reaction channels. Others said it felt like a courtroom thriller where the jury is caffeinated and the evidence is vibes. When your controversy gets compared to 3 Netflix series and 2 podcasts, you're not trending, you're programming. The meme economy hit full nuclear output. Fake breaking news banners, parody indictment graphics, courtroom sketch edits with cartoon sound effects. The internet handles uncertainty with humor like a pressure valve, except sometimes the valve launches misinformation confetti into the air. Then the backlash to the rumor coverage itself. A wave of creators and viewers started calling out what they labeled narrative inflation. Rumor plus rivalry plus legacy tragedy equals irresponsible storytelling with ad revenue. Naturally, rumor amplifying channels defended themselves with the classic line, "We're just reporting what's being said," which is technically true and logically slippery. Because repeating a rumor with dramatic packaging, one side chanting, "There must be something there," the other chanting, "Evidence," or silence. Neutral voices tried to introduce boring things like verification and got booed by Team Certainty. Moderation online lasts about as long as ice in a volcano. Bigger meta questions started sneaking into the conversation too. Why do rumors tied to legendary cases explode faster than confirmed news? Why does rivalry reaction multiply rumor reach? Why does sarcasm from a known troll spread faster than caution from a lawyer? Those questions were smarter and predictably less clickable. Here's the twist. The story is no longer just about the arrest claims. It's about the reaction machine itself. How a whisper becomes a headline. How a joke becomes a signal. How a rivalry becomes an amplifier. Momentum replaces proof. Volume replaces verification. Now we enter the chapter the internet never trailers but always produces, the fallout phase. The part after the rumor fireworks, after the livestream marathons, after the thumbnails stop screaming in all caps. This is where the noise drops just enough for consequences to walk into frame. Because when arrest claims, even unverified ones, get tied to a legendary murder case and blasted through celebrity rivalry megaphones, the aftershock doesn't just fade. It fingerprints public perception. First consequence, narrative residue. Once a rumor gets repeated at scale next to a real criminal case, it leaves a stain whether it was true, false, or floating in limbo. Search engines don't rank nuance. They rank phrases. Clip compilations don't archive disclaimers. They archive drama. And repetition builds familiarity, which the human brain often misfiles as credibility. That's not proof. That's echo exposure. Supporters of Diddy pushed back harder at this stage, arguing that rumor cycles tied to a real murder case aren't entertainment. They're reputational landmines. Their message was sharp, speculation. Plus suspense music is still speculation. Dressing it like a documentary doesn't make it evidence. They accused parts of the reaction ecosystem of turning uncertainty into a monetized thriller franchise. On the other side, critics argued that powerful figures connected to long-running controversy clouds will always attract rumor storms and public commentary. Visibility invites scrutiny. That was their banner headline. No celebrity force field. No quiet exemption zone. The debate didn't whisper. It boxed. Meanwhile, 50 Cent's reactions continued to be interpreted through multiple lenses at once. Some viewers saw pure trolling, comedy layered on chaos like hot sauce on everything. Others saw calculated, needling rivalry chess played with Instagram captions. Same posts, different readings. That's the internet's favorite sport. Interpretation gymnastics. The broader audience started showing classic outrage fatigue signals. Engagement curves softened. Comment essays shrank into one-liners. This getting messy. Internet doing overtime again. When viewers shift from furious to tired, you know the controversy burned a lot of oxygen. Creators who launched with Viv alarm, certainty began recalibrating their tone like pilots lowering altitude. Language softened.
Claims replaced reports.
Rumors returned to the captions like they found their way home. The sirens turned into caution beeps. Smooth pivot, but the earlier, explosive uploads are permanently archived in recommendation history. Because here's the truth that never trends, rumor rockets don't come with reverse thrusters, clarifications travel by bicycle. Sensational. Framing travels by fighter jet. By the time careful wording arrives, the dramatic version already toured the globe twice and did interviews. Relationship dynamics inside the celebrity ecosystem also feel pressure during rumor frenzies like this. Associates get asked for comment. Rivals get baited for reaction. Silence gets decoded like encrypted strategy. Neutrality becomes suspicious. Online culture treats no statement like a statement written in invisible ink. The archive machine keeps working too. Old interviews resurface. Old jokes get replayed. Old rivalry clips get reframed under today's rumor lens. That's digital archaeology with a pre-written conclusion. You don't dig for truth, you dig for supporting footage. Trust erosion becomes another major aftershock, not just trust in the people involved, but trust in information flow itself. When audiences watch rumor posts, sarcasm reactions, dramatic edits, panel debates, and meme versions collide at high speed, clarity gets blurred. People stop asking, what's verified? And start asking, what feels convincing? Emotion replaces evidence. Volume replaces validation. Zoom out and the pattern becomes undeniable. This frenzy wasn't powered by documents. It was powered by momentum. Step 1. Attach a major name. Step 2. Connect to a legendary case. Step 3. Add rivalry reaction. Step 4. Repeat loudly. The outrage engine runs on amplification, not authentication. The Tupac case connection makes everything 10 times more volatile because it already lives in myth territory. Decades of theories, documentaries, and unresolved questions. Add any new rumor thread and the internet treats it like a plot twist teaser, even when it's just noise wearing a headline. There is one constructive after effect, though. Media literacy conversations spike after rumor storms like this. More. Viewers start asking for sourcing. More creators add disclaimers. More audiences question dramatic framing. Not everyone changes, but the line moves forward a few inches. Sometimes chaos teaches louder than classrooms. Attention, of course, is already preparing to migrate. Because the algorithm has the attention span of a caffeinated goldfish. Today's frenzy competes with tomorrow's meltdown. The trending tab is already stretching for its next headline workout. New drama is always warming up backstage, but don't mistake attention drift for impact disappearance. Digital footprints don't evaporate, they laminate. Clips stay searchable. Headlines stay indexed. Reaction videos become future reference points when the next rumor wave hits. Viral moments don't retire, they wait, and hovering over everything is unresolved tension. Because rumor-driven sagas rarely conclude, they pause. One filing, one interview, one sarcastic post, and the frenzy engine can restart like. It was never turned off. Call to action approximately equals 300 words. If you made it all the way through this breakdown without your brain overheating and your group chat filing a noise complaint, congratulations, you are officially certified in advanced internet chaos studies. You just survived rumor rockets, reaction explosions, rivalry fireworks, meme avalanches, and conspiracy cardio, and you're still here. That's not watching drama. That's earning hazard pay. Now don't sit there like a silent juror in the court of comment sections. I want your verdict below. Did the internet take these Diddy arrest claims and run a marathon with them? Did 50 Cent's reaction add humor, fuel, or straight premium chaos? Are rumor storms getting faster, or are people just getting louder? Drop your take. The comment section is where the real sequel gets written, and some of you bring sharper analysis than half the reaction panels online. Hit that like button like it started a rumor and forgot to cite sources. Smash it like it owes you interest and back pay. Subscribe like the unsubscribe button requires a background check and 2 references. And turn on notifications so you're not arriving late to the next controversy saying, wait, this already exploded? Around here, scandals don't trickle. They detonate in HD. Share this video with that friend who says, I don't follow rap drama, but somehow has breaking updates before major blogs. You know exactly who that undercover chaos correspondent is. Send it. No hesitation. This channel is your headquarters for viral controversies, hip-hop drama,